What's going on, Burn Fam? It's Bryan here with a 30-minute total body bootcamp class. You're going to need a pair of weights here. On the low end, I'd say around 8 to 12. On the upper end, 15 plus. We're going to be doing some bent over rows with them, some shoulder presses, some curls. So that will be your determining factor. If you want, you can also have a mixed pair, right? So me and my capris are ready to get going. Let's get warmed up. So we're going to start off with a hinge squat, hands behind the head. You're going to hinge at the hips, soft bend in the knees. So it's like you're doing a deadlift, and then you're going to go into a squat. So let those knees go out. Come up, switch. So feel that difference here. Nice neutral spine. We're really pushing those hips back in that hinge. Keep that chest up nice and tall for that squat. Knees go out. Good. And if you're like me, you snap, crackle, and pop as you go down. Keep these going. Next up, we've got some rotations. You got 3, 2, 1. All right, so rotate side to side, pivot your outside foot as you do this. Get a nice twist through the spine. As we do this, start to engage with your core, right? You want to get that warmed up here. Control that twist. Don't want to overdo it here. So we're using that core to help us stop. Couple seconds here. We're going to move on. We got a walk out with a push-up reach coming your way. 3, 2, 1. All right, make sure you got plenty of room. You're going to walk it on out to your plank position. Come down to the floor. Reach it forward. Pull your elbows back, hands by the armpits. Push it on up. Walk it in. Stand and reset. Let's keep that going. Nice smooth pace here. Really take the time to reach forward. Pull those elbows back. Essentially going into the perfect push-up position. If you need to use your knees, you can use those knees. Good. Let's get one more of these in. Walk it on out. Come down to the ground, reach it forward, pull those elbows back, push up, stand, and we've got pull back. So pull your elbows back as you kick your booty here. We're getting those hamstrings to turn on, also warming up our back muscles a bit more, especially around the shoulders. We will be doing some rows just like this, just bent over. So we're gonna warm up that movement. Keep it going. We're almost done with our warm up. We got one more move here, and we're gonna get into the good stuff. Take your time, really trying to bring that heel to your butt. Feel that stretch. Jumping jacks in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Light on those toes. Out and in. Now, when we do jumping jacks, it's easy to just move, right? We want to make sure we're keeping our glutes engaged as well as that core. It's not as simple as we think, right? We're not flailing those arms and legs out. You want to engage through the body. Now, if you want, you can also step it out, right? If you're here today, you're here today. Good. You've got 5 seconds. We're going to be grabbing our weights. 3, 2, 1, and grab those weights. Alrighty, so we've divided today's class into 3 blocks. First one being the longest. We're going to put our feet together. You're going to take your right toes, lift it up, pivot it out. And then you're going to lift your heel and pivot it back. We're in our staggered position. We're going to be in this position for a majority of this next section. So we're going to start off with a deadlift to tempo. You're going to pull those shoulders back. We're going to go down for 3, 2, 1. Stand it up. Join me here. Let's go. So 3, 2, 1. Stand up, reset. Keep those shoulders pulled back. Those weights are staying nice and close to your legs. I like to pretend we're just shaving down those legs. It's clearly been a while for me. That's why I'm wearing capris. We don't show off too much of it. Keep that going. Nice and steady breathing. We're going to be making this move our best friend. Now, don't let those weights get too far away from you. We don't want them just floating in space. We want to keep it close to our center of gravity. Good. Breathing nice and steady here. Make sure you stick with that slow tempo. From here, we're gonna be putting those weights onto our shoulders and going right into a staggered squat. 5 seconds, I'm just gonna show you a preview. 3, 2, 1, keep those feet right where they are, weights on your shoulders. We turn it into a squat. So allow those knees to go out. My back heel is still off the floor here, right? We're still in that staggered stance. So it's gonna put a little more pressure on that one side. Breathe, relax, squat it on out. That's it. Good, a couple more reps here. Yeah, 3, 2, 1, relax. Shake it on out if you need to. We're gonna stay in that stance though. Remember the way to get back there. We pivot out and back. So we're going back to our deadlift, but we're gonna add a nice wide row at the bottom. Let's go in 3, 2, 1, back to the top. Let's go. So 3, 2, 1. Give me that wide pull back. Stand it on up. Make sure those arms are fully straightened back down before you stand up. So we're thinking about pulling those elbows back nice and wide. Squeeze those shoulder blades, nice and controlled. Now at this point, you're probably starting to feel that back calf muscle start to say, hi, I'm here. That's good, right? We're not used to being in this staggered position. Working muscles a little bit different. We love variation. Keep that going. A couple more here. We're gonna go into that staggered squat. Keep that slow tempo on the descent. Weights are coming onto your shoulders in 3, 2, 1. Let's go, squat it out. That's it. Good. Now, if you're finding it's a little difficult to squat in this position, you can widen your feet a little bit, but remember in that reset, we have to come back to being a little more narrow for that deadlift. So if you need to bring it out slightly, that is perfectly fine, as long as you're keeping that back toe in line with your front heel. You got 3, 2, 1, shake it out. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Great. One more time on the same side, right? So we're gonna find that position again, pivot, pivot, relax. You can keep that heel down for now. Now, instead of that wide row, we're going to go into just a nice little regular row. Stand it up, keep those elbows tucked in. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So 3, 2, 1, elbows pull back, bring it down, stand it on up. Good. Nice and slow. Feel that difference between that wide pull we had earlier and this narrow pull. Those palms face as we pull it in. Good. Now, the row is going to be our theme for today. We've got plenty of them, giving you that heads up. Remember to keep pushing those hips back. Nice neutral spine. Reset anytime you need to. Get back into them. Awesome work here, Burn. Got a couple more seconds. Keep that core engaged. Squeeze those glutes every time you stand up. You got 10 seconds here. We're gonna be going back to that squat. Remember everything I said. If you need to move your feet a little wider, that is okay. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Keep those toes down, heel up. Yes. Notice I'm not letting my knees stay narrow. I push them out every time. Awesome work. Couple more seconds here. We get to rest. Stay in it. Come on. You got another 5. Ooh, them legs. 3, 2, 1. Shake it. Wow, that calf is on fire, right? We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So again, feet together. Now this time, left toe points up and out and pull it back. So we're going to start these bad boys. Other side, just the deadlift, 3 seconds a set. We're going in 3, 2, 1. Let's hit it. So 3, 2, 1, and stand. Make sure it's a full 3 seconds, right? We don't want to cheat ourselves. Make sure those weights stay nice and close. I want you to think about hinging rather than those weights pulling you forward, right? Keep that chest open, strong back. Weights are staying nice and close to those legs. You want to think about stopping mid-shin. We're not trying to tap the floor. That's when we start to get into that rounded back territory, right? And we don't want that. Focus on your breathing, staying nice and calm. That's it. We've got those squats coming up. First round on this side. 10 seconds. Make sure you're bending those knees slightly. 3, 2, 1. Weights on your shoulders. Squat it out. Good. Try to keep that back heel off the ground. Remember, it's that back foot only. Front heel should stay planted. That foot ain't moving, right? It's just that back foot that we have staggered. We try to keep that heel off the ground. Toes down. Good. Let those knees go out. Stay centered. You've got 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Shake it, shake it, shake it. Woo. All right, this time we add that wide pull, right, at the bottom of our deadlift. So you got 10 seconds here to rest. Find that position again. I'll always give you that hack. Lift the toes, followed by the heels. We're going in 5 seconds. Add that wide pull. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So 3, 2, 1. Pull those elbows back nice and wide. Control it on the way down. Stand it on up. Good. If you start to find that wide row is a little too much for you, it's okay if you break it up into one side at a time. Come up. We're still getting that work in. That's it. Try to keep that back heel up. Fight it. Core nice and tight. Squeeze the glutes at the top. Good, we're going into those squats in 3, 2, 1. Squat it out, let's go. Weights on the shoulders. Good. Allow those knees to go out. They're just resting on those shoulders, right? Those weights, we're not putting any tension. We're letting them chill there. Good. You got about 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Relax, shake it out. Woo. All right, this time we got those regular standard narrow rows, right? So shake it out. You got a couple more seconds here. One more time through this sequence, and then we're moving on. Sound like a deal? Yes. All righty, so feet together. Lift the toes, bend the heels. We're going in 3, 2, 1. Let's hit it. So nice and slow on the way down. Give me that narrow row. Stand it on up, reset. Take your time. Especially if you're starting to feel any tension in your lower back, you take your time, reset. Make sure you're pushing those hips back, engaging the core. You're breathing, and we're rocking with it. That's it, that's it. Couple more seconds here. Keep that neutral spine. Almost there to those squats. Ooh, come on. 3, 2, 1. Weights on the shoulders, squat it out. Squat it on out, come on. That's it. Find that control. Good. Couple of seconds here. The squats go by nice and fast. Beautiful work. Stay with it. Almost there. We got a little break coming up. You're going to join me on the floor. 3, 2, 1. Good. Put those weights to the side. I want you to lay down on your back. Pull your knees into your chest and rock side to side. We're doing a little reset here for that back, for that spine, right? So just rock through that spine. Nice and chill. Take those knees to one side. Deep breath in and out. And take it to the other side. Deep breath in and out. Good. Alrighty, so let's move on. We're going to use one weight here. So we're going to be in tabletop position as our starting point, right? We're going to be doing a modified bird dog with a row. I told you lots of rows today. So make sure those hands are under your shoulders, knees under the hips. We're going to start with that weight right here in our left hand. You're going to have your right leg go back, and we're going to hold it there, floating off the ground as we go into some rows here with a pause at the top. So let's get ready to go. Get in position. Join me here. We're starting this in 5 seconds. Section 2 out of 3. Let's go in 3, 2, 1, hit it. So give me that pause, that contraction at the top with that row. Control it on the way down, keeping that leg nice and straight. Squeeze that glute. So this is full body here. We're getting the glutes, the back, getting that core. Stabilizers are on. Just breathe. Pull that weight back towards the hip. You got a couple seconds here. We're going to turn it into a push-up row in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Keep that hand on the weight. Push-up row. If you need to use those knees, feel free to do so. Keep that tailbone tucked in. Push-up row. I'm going to stay on my knees because I'm feeling tired, right? So make sure you keep that elbow tucked in for those rows. From here, we get to flip it over. We got some Russian twists. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Flip it over. Hold that weight like it's a shake weight. And we tap the floor on either side. Nice and light here. Control it. By holding it like this, we get a little bit more bicep work in. If you want to hold both your weights, you can certainly do that. If you want to have your feet off the ground, that's a nice thing to do as well to get a little bit more stability work in, work that core a little bit harder. Now from here, we're going to do the same moves, but on the other side. We'll make a nice, smooth transition. 3, 2, 1. All right, get set up on the other side. Tabletop position. We're going with that modified bird dog in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Row it up, hold it for a second, control it on the way down. Now, while you're here, think about keeping those hips square to the ground. What do I mean by that? I mean, we're trying not to open up to the side. You want to think about both your hips facing down the entire time. Keep it up, keep it up. We got those push-ups coming. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Push-up row. Again, you can always use those knees here. We're really hitting that upper body and that core in this section. Now make sure every time you go down, you're not doing the snake or the magic mic, right? You want to keep that core tight. You want those hips and that chest to hit at the same time, one straight line. We're going to flip it over, Russian twist in 3, 2, 1. Flip it over. Shake weight time. Let's go. Now, you shouldn't hear anything when you tap that weight to the floor. That's how light and controlled that movement is, right? You want to lightly tap, so if you have neighbors below you, they wouldn't know a thing. Breathe, relax, stay focused. We go back to our first side, same moves. 3, 2, 1. All right, get set up, tabletop position. 5 seconds. We're ready to go in 3, 2, 1, and lift that leg up. Row, hold it for a second, control it down. Pull that elbow back. I want you to tune in. Are you pulling towards your hip or your shoulder? You should be pulling towards that pocket, right? Breathe, keep that leg up. Squeeze that glute the entire time. We're gonna go into that push-up in 3, 2, 1. Push-up row, let's go. Push-up row. Good. So again, I want you to make sure that you're not snaking your way down with these push-ups. So slow it down if you need to. If you're trying to push through on your toes, it's okay if you need to take it down to your knees. We want that quality work, right? So do what you need to do to make sure it looks good. 3, 2, 1, flip it over. Russian twist, right into it. Good. One more time. Go to the other side, and then we move on. Keep pushing forward. Elbows tucked in. We got this. You're going to go back to that tabletop on the other side in 3, 2, 1. All right. Last time going through this. Get set up. Tabletop position. We're going in 5. Roll those shoulders back. We're hitting into 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Row it up. Hold it for a second. That's it. Nice work. Let's wrap this on up and move on. Good. You got 8 seconds here before the push-ups. Good. 3, 2, 1. Push-up row. Let's go. Keep those elbows tucked in for that push-up. Core is engaged. Keep the straight line. Remember, you want to make sure that chest and those hips hit the floor at the same time. We're keeping that straight line. We're not slinking our way down, right? No body rolls. We're going to flip it over so soon. Come on. You got 3, 2, 1. Flip it over. Russian twist. Let's go. You can keep those feet planted on the ground if you like. You can lift them up. Last time doing these. So I want you to just focus on that breathing and lightly tapping that floor. Good. Halfway through. Getting closer and closer to that finish line. That's it. You got another 5, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Whew. Grab some water, grab a towel, whatever you need right now. You take that time. I'm giving it to you, yeah? I will also hydrate because we thirsty. Fresh. Alrighty. So let's get prepared for our finisher, right? We're gonna need both those weights here, the full family. We've got 3 main moves we're going through. We're going to be doing this, getting that heart rate up. I want you to really push yourself. There is rest built in. So keep that in mind. That's gonna help push you forward, right? So first move is gonna be dumbbell swing. Lots involved here, right? I'm going to turn to the side here. We're gonna have our feet about shoulder width apart. Weights are going to be together in between the legs. Roll those shoulders back. What we're gonna do is hinge at the hips. Those weights should be above your knees, not below. Above the knees and pulling it towards your no-nos or your yes-yeses. You're going to explode up, aggressively squeezing your glutes until those weights come up to shoulder height. So the key is to use the hips and the glutes, not the arms, right? So make sure it's a hinge above the knees, explode up. After that, we're gonna go into some curtsy lunges. You can have those weights on your shoulders or at your side, and then we're gonna hit some jumping jacks. And those are your moves. So let's get set up, right? We got those swings to start things off. Going in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Pull it in, swing it up. Explode through the hips. Squeeze those glutes. Keep those weights up above the knees. It's like you're trying to guard them. You want to feel like you might hit your booty. Yeah? That's how close we want them. Good. You got 10 seconds. We're going to go straight into those curtsy lunges. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Curtsy it out. Catch that breath here. If you have those weights on your shoulders, you get a little bit more core engagement. You can also have them at your sides if you like. If you want to give a little rest to those arms, whatever feels right. That's it. Couple more seconds. Step back and across, lower that back knee. We're gonna go right into jumping jacks. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Put those weights down. Jumping jacks, let's go. Light on those toes. Perfect. So those are your 3 moves. You got through it, right? We're gonna keep repeating that, but there is a little bit of rest before we go back into those swings. So just keep breathing. You've got this, easy peasy. Stay with it, 10 seconds. Wow, really adds up, huh? 3, 2, 1, relax, catch that breath. Take your time. We're gonna go again. Get set up with those weights. We swing it out. Make sure you hinge. Weights above the knees. That's right. All right. We're going in 3, 2, 1. Hit it. Hinge at those hips. Explode. Squeeze those glutes. You've got this. Stopping at shoulder height. Beautiful. If you need to drop down to 1, that is perfectly okay. Slow it down if you need to as well. Stay focused. 5 seconds. We curtsy it out. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Right into them. Use this time to bring that heart rate down a little bit. Just keep moving. Good. We're getting closer and closer. We're almost there. Whew. Those jumping jacks are right around the corner. Stay steady, stabilize. You got 3, 2, 1. Weights down. Jump it out. Let's go. Wow. We are almost there. Can you believe? It's almost 30 minutes. We zipped through it. We've got 1 more round to get through. That's all I need you to push through. Stay with me. You got 5, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Catch that breath. 1 more time. All 3 moves, and that's it. We do a quick little cool down and get out of here. Deal? Deal. Grab those weights. We're going in 5. Let's swing it out, Burn. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. We didn't know we'd be swingers by the end of this class, but here we are. Whew. Take that how you will. Come on. Keep breathing. Halfway. Last time you're doing these swings, keep that back nice and neutral. Push those hips behind you. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Curtsy it out. Catch that breath. You can be excited that those swings are over, right? You know we're almost done. Just lunge it out. Good, halfway through these. You hear my breathing. You know I'm right with you. Heavy breathers unite, yeah? Come on, 5 seconds. Jumping jacks in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Don't stop moving. All the way to the end. Let's go, Burn. We're almost there. Light on them toes. Squeeze those glutes. You've got this. Halfway. Keep jumping. I know we're tired, but you're almost there. Finish it with me. Come on. 5, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Whew. Good work. Come down to your knees. Make sure you got space. Catch that breath. I want you to just sit on those feet, roll those shoulders back, sit up tall, and I just want you to focus on your breathing right here. Yeah? Deep breaths in and out. In and out. We're going to take one hand down to the ground, reach on over as far as you feel comfortable. Good. Bring it back center. Same thing on the other side. Hand down, reach on over. I like to bend my elbow so I can get a deeper stretch. Good. Go ahead and reach on up, placing those fingers together. Still focusing on your breathing. Nice. Go ahead and lace those fingers behind you. Lean it on forward. Release those hands. Bring those arms out in front. Child's pose. Take a deep breath in and out through the mouth. One more deep breath in through the nose. Out through the mouth. Slowly stand it on up or sit it on up. And that is it for this 30-minute class. Burn! We did the thing. Again, I am Bryan. Good work. If you need an extended cool down, check out one of our videos in the restorative series, and we'll see you here soon.